I am so excited for March. Why, you may ask? Well, besides my birthday and saying goodbye to those cold, wintry days, I'm also very much looking forward to seeing Spielberg's latest film, Ready Player One. I guess some people would call it a sci-fi film about video games, while some others, me included, believe it to be far more than that. Without getting too pretentious, the writer of the book, Ernest Cline, envisioned a world that could very well be what our future might look like in 20 to 30 years' time. A world where virtual reality has become, in essence, our new reality. My name is Mike, and this is Impactful Pictures. I think a lot of people have this misconception about video games, that it's purely an entertainment system, that they make you violent, that all gamers are nerds, that playing video games all day means that you have no friends.
Well, let's get those nerds!
I've heard it all, and while there is some truth to those arguments, I find them to be, for the most part, utterly ridiculous. Me and so many others have spent our childhoods playing video games on our Nintendo home consoles and perhaps developed, at times, an unhealthy addiction to them as well.
Sonic 2 handles stubborn stains, embarrassing bald spots, no problem. But wait, you can play it too!
But for those who have experienced a similar childhood as mine, can you honestly say that all those countless hours of mashing buttons, throwing controllers across the room, and cursing at the screen proved to be a waste of time? Yeah, I didn't think so. Speaking from experience, I owe a lot to video games. Not only do I now have fond memories to look back on, I've also deepened several of my relationships around these games. There's something special about staying up all night playing video games in a dusty old basement accompanied by some of your closest friends. Aside from bringing people together and creating memories, video games have also stimulated my creativity, my curiosity, and even my learning. It's through games like Shenmue, for example, that I was first introduced to the Japanese culture. I cannot stress enough how much I've learned about Japan through these games. From their traditions and etiquette, to their art and language, it is safe to say Shenmue is one of the reasons why I am still so fascinated by this country to this very day. I can honestly say that many of my current passions, literature, history, art, music, filmmaking, have actually originated from playing video games as a kid. And as odd as it is to admit, I also learned how to read by playing Ocarina of Time on my Nintendo 64. I know! Is that weird? Point is, for you non-believers out there, just face the facts. Video games are such a powerful medium that can and will continue to impact people around the world. Which brings me back to Ready Player One. In Cline's novel, which begins in the year 2044, video games and virtual reality have evolved so much that people in the real world would rather spend all of their time plugged into their devices rather than do anything else. While we have not yet reached such a point, we must acknowledge that our dependency on technology has increased dramatically over the last few years. And this idea that maybe one day, all of our actions, transactions, and interactions will be performed virtually rather than in person is not such a far-fetched idea. I mean, this goes beyond just video games. In Ready Player One, jobs, education, social interactions, purchases, everything is done online. All of this is possible thanks to James Halliday, the founder of this virtual utopia called the OASIS. In that world of his, every player is given the choice to be whoever or whatever they want to be. You name a character from a movie, a game, a piece of literature, the possibilities are infinite. I mean, isn't that freaking awesome? The plot of the story is pretty simple. The founder of the OASIS suddenly dies, and in his will he states that that whoever solves the riddles he has left scattered throughout his creation will gain full control of the OASIS and in the process inherit all of his fortune. As you can imagine, this all quickly escalates into a massive Easter egg hunt. Now by the time this video goes up, I will not have seen the movie yet, so I cannot say for sure if it's gonna be any good. However, I just finished reading the book a couple weeks ago, loved it, saw the trailer of the upcoming film, was amazed to see how many references to old video games and classic movies they were able to put in that 2-minute trailer. On top of that, knowing that it's directed by my all-time favorite filmmaker, Steven Spielberg, let's just say I am confident that we are in for a real treat. I mean, only someone with Spielberg's in-depth understanding of 80s pop culture and his expertise in pushing and revolutionizing the entertainment industry can bring this complex piece of so-called science fiction to life and actually pull it off. If all goes well, and I really hope it does, we could be looking at the next big thing. And who knows? This might raise the question, is virtual reality the future? Let me know what you guys think about Spielberg's latest film in the comments section below. And for you gamers out there, what are some of your favorite childhood video games? I'd love to know. As always, thank you for watching. My name is Mike, and this is Impactful Pictures.